Hi, I'm Natalie Burrows, the editor of EBNet, and this is my weekly scoop, where I share with you some of the more interesting pieces of content we've popped onto our platforms for you during the week, as well as some of the more exciting things that we can look forward to in the upcoming days and weeks. I think without a doubt, one of the more fun projects we've worked on as a team at EBNet is this week's launch of EBNet Kids. And when chatting to many of you in our community, we realized that it is a universal thing for us parents, the wanting or the need to provide the best education that we can for our kids. But many of us are unsure how to save towards that goal. And when we look at some of the two-pot withdrawal statistics, we see that a large portion of emergency or savings pot withdrawals was used to fund education. And so part of the EBNet Kids menu is some of the products that you can choose to invest in, be those tax-free savings accounts or other types of investments that you can use that can put you in a position to afford the best possible education that you are able to for your kids, which, as I've said, we know is very close to all of our hearts as parents. The other aspect of EBNet Kids and of parenting in general is being able to teach your children how to save and invest. And I know for many of us, it's difficult to pitch this at an age-appropriate level. And so what we've done is we've put together some financial literacy for children and kids videos, all age-appropriate, that you can go and look at with your kids and learn basic fundamental financial literacy concepts like saving, how to put together a budget, and you can learn that through the process of our mascots. And this is where we had a lot of fun, in fact, with our own children, recording some of those scripts and really having them listen to themselves on the internet, which, as we all know, for our kids, that's where reality is. So just a fantastic fun project that EBNet has worked on and will continue working on to bring to you the most appropriate ways for us to teach our children, but also to afford an education for them. The very exciting thing about EBNet Kids is our partnership with Easy Equities and their willingness to sponsor a competition. So if you go onto the site, you can go and have a look at that competition, enter your details and win some Easy Equity accounts for your kids. If you haven't looked at Easy Equities, go look there. It's relatively simple to open an account for yourself, but also just as easy to open an account for your kids and teach them the fundamentals of investing while they're still young. But a lot of fun was had with that. Go and interact with some of our mascots. They'll be popping up in various places on the site over the coming weeks and months. And it is an initiative that we are very much looking forward to growing with you and for you. So that was a lot of fun for us and the team at EBNet. I think this week, news-wise, we also saw the JSE reach an all-time record high, having crossed over the 100,000 points mark, and quite an exciting milestone for our stock exchange. And we also saw the US stock exchange reach record highs. So lots of high notes during the week from the stock markets, and if you're like me, I'm wondering what's causing this, and it is a little bit crazy in this crazy world that markets are still rewarding investors so richly over the past few days, considering the geopolitical turmoil and some of the things that we've had to deal with.
EBNet is proud to bring you top quality content from experts across the financial services industry in South Africa and internationally, all for free. Your support helps us in doing this. All we ask is that you subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below, share this video with others you think will benefit from it, and give us a thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. That way, you help us help you. Thank you from the team at EBNet. For more great content, please visit www.ebnet.co.za.
Not all of the records this week have been positive ones. Yesterday was Thursday, the 24th of July, and in fact was the Earth Overshoot Day for 2025. Now, Earth Overshoot Day is a day where humanity effectively uses the resources or has used up the resources for a full year, and we can see this day moving earlier and earlier as each year goes past. So what that means is every year that goes by, we're depleting our annual usage of resources by much earlier in the year. And so it speaks to a climate and a replenishment of natural resources that is not happening fast enough to sustain, to sustain humanity, really. And so that's a concern and something that does weigh on me. On the topic of sustainability, we did see Alex Forbes launch their stewardship survey this week. That is on the publications podium. So go and have a look at that and check out some of the latest reporting that we're starting to see coming out of some of the investment managers, and really positioning for you what is possible and what we should be asking our asset managers when it comes to sustainable investing and the ability or the impact that we can make as asset owners. So the Alex Forbes Stewardship Survey, that's a mouthful. Go and check that out, as I say, on the publications podium. The timing of that was quite fortuitous, as we saw during a week the FSCA and the IFC develop a partnership agreement or a collaboration agreement where the local conduct authority has committed to providing reporting regulations and guidance in terms of ongoing sustainability. So that we also profiled through our breaking news, and we certainly can see an evolution in reporting requirements, and as I say, the FSCA recommitting to making those reporting requirements or aligning those reporting requirements with international best practice. And I'm sure as asset owners and retirement funds, we can expect to see more of that into the future. The other piece of news or developments on our platforms this week is the Umbrella Fund Hub. We have evolved that and added some umbrella funds, some new ones. And for those of you who have not gone to look at the Umbrella Hub yet, do yourselves a favor, take a moment and go check it out. You can see the latest information on the various commercial umbrella funds, the number of members, and some other interesting statistics. And we've included 3 or 4 new umbrella funds on the platform, and encourage you to go check those out and interact with that information. I've also included on the Umbrella Hub some of the latest umbrella fund surveys that you can go and look at, and a very interesting article from Alan Gray on how to evaluate your umbrella fund. Speaking of articles, some interesting ones this week. I'm thinking particularly of the Signia one, which I published, which coincidentally speaks to the best ways to fund your child's education, and an interesting, very practical look at tax-free savings accounts and what those can mean, and the difference between investing in a tax-free savings account versus other opportunities that are presented to you. So that's pretty much a wrap of what we've seen on EBNet this week, and some of our platforms. Our exec meet and greet for the week was Gareth Friedlander, the CEO of Discovery Life, or the Deputy CEO of Discovery Life, I should say. And he had fantastic leadership advice for those of you who are in the mood for a little dose of motivation and inspiration around really the secret to success being surrounding yourself with brilliant people and then allowing them to do what they do. And I thought that was really profound, and I particularly enjoyed that point of view from him. Other than that, it's been an excellent week on EBNet, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, Friday.